Why do 80% of people struggle to stick to a budget? It's a question that comes up time and time again. And if you've ever felt overwhelmed by your finances, you're definitely not alone. For so many of us, the idea of budgeting can feel intimidating, confusing, or even a little bit restrictive. Maybe you've tried to track every penny, only to give up after a few weeks. Or maybe you've downloaded budgeting apps, made spreadsheets, and still found yourself wondering where your money went at the end of the month. The truth is, most people aren't taught how to budget in a way that actually works for their real lives. We're bombarded with advice, but rarely do we get a simple, practical system that's easy to stick to. Maybe it's because they've never tried the 50-30-20 rule. This rule is a game changer for anyone who wants to take control of their money without feeling deprived or overwhelmed. Let's break it down. So how does the 50-30-20 rule work? It's not about tracking every single expense or cutting out all the fun stuff. Instead, it's about creating a balanced approach to spending that lets you enjoy your life today while still planning for tomorrow. The beauty of this rule is its simplicity. You don't need to be a financial expert or have hours to spare each week. All you need is a little bit of intention and a willingness to give it a try. It's a super easy way to manage your money, even if you're just starting out. Here's the deal. Take your after-tax income. So, the money you actually get in your bank account each month. This is the amount you have to work with after taxes and deductions are taken out. It's your real, spendable cash, and it's the foundation of your budget. If you're not sure what your after-tax income is, check your pay stub or your bank statement. If your income varies from month to month, try averaging it out over the last 3 to 6 months to get a realistic number. Once you know your monthly take-home pay, you're ready for the next step. Now, split it into 3 simple buckets. Think of these as your money's jobs. Each dollar you earn gets assigned to a specific purpose. This makes it so much easier to see where your money is going. And it helps you avoid that end-of-the-month panic when you realize you've spent more than you planned. The 3 buckets are needs, wants, and savings or debt repayment. Let's dive into each one. First up, 50% goes on your needs. These are the essentials, the things you absolutely must pay for to keep your life running smoothly. Needs are non-negotiable expenses, the basics that keep a roof over your head, food on your table, and the lights on in your home. For most people, this includes rent or mortgage payments, utility bills like electricity and water, groceries and transportation costs such as gas, public transit, or car payments. If you have insurance premiums, minimum loan payments, or essential medications, those count as needs too. The key is to be honest with yourself about what's truly essential. If you're not sure, ask yourself, could I live without this, at least for a while? If the answer is no, it's probably a need. That's stuff like rent or mortgage, bills, groceries, and transport. These are the building blocks of your financial life. Without them, everything else becomes a lot harder. It's important to keep your needs within that 50% limit. If you find that your needs are taking up more than half your income, it might be time to look for ways to cut back, maybe by shopping for cheaper groceries, renegotiating bills, or finding a more affordable place to live. Remember, the goal isn't to make life miserable, but to make sure you're not overspending on the basics so you have room for everything else. Basically, the things you can't live without. These are your financial priorities, the foundation that supports everything else. By keeping your needs in check, you free up space in your budget for the things that make life enjoyable and meaningful. Next, 30% is for your wants. This is where the fun comes in. Wants are the things that make life enjoyable, but aren't strictly necessary. Think of this as your treat yourself category. It's for the extras, the things that bring you joy, help you relax, or let you connect with friends and family. Wants can include dining out, going to the movies, buying new clothes, traveling, or upgrading your phone. It's also where you budget for hobbies, entertainment, and those little splurges that make life feel special. Yep, you heard me. You don't have to give up everything you love to be good with money. In fact, building wants into your budget is what makes this system sustainable. When you know you have money set aside for fun, you're less likely to overspend or feel deprived. The trick is to keep your wants within that 30% limit. This way, you can enjoy life's pleasures without guilt or stress. This covers eating out, Netflix, a shiny new game, or that cheeky takeaway. It's about balance, enjoying the things you love, but not letting them take over your budget. If you find yourself spending more than 30% on wants, try looking for free or low-cost alternatives or set a weekly fun money limit to help you stay on track. You can still enjoy life, just keep it to 30%. This is your permission slip to have fun, guilt-free. By setting boundaries, you make sure your spending lines up with your values and your goals. Finally, 20% goes to savings or paying off debts. This is the part of your budget that builds your future and gives you peace of mind. Savings can mean different things for different people. It might be putting money into a high-yield savings account, building an emergency fund, or investing for retirement. If you have debt, this is also where you focus on paying it down, especially high-interest debt like credit cards or personal loans. The goal is to use this 20% to create financial security and freedom, so you're not living paycheck to paycheck. Pop it into a savings account, emergency fund, or chip away at your credit card. Even small amounts add up over time. If you're just starting out, aim to build a $1,000 emergency fund first. Once you have that, focus on paying off high-interest debt, then start saving for bigger goals like a home, a car, or your dream vacation. The important thing is to make saving and debt repayment a regular habit, not just something you do when you have extra money. This is how you build your future. The magic? It's not about being perfect, it's about being consistent. Over time, those small steps add up to big results. Whether you're saving for a rainy day, paying off debt, or planning for retirement, the 50-30-20 rule gives you a roadmap to get there. You don't need fancy spreadsheets or a maths degree, just 3 numbers. The 50-30-20 rule is designed to be simple and flexible. You can use a notebook, an app, or even just envelopes to keep track. The important thing is to check in with your budget regularly, once a week or once a month, to see how you're doing and make adjustments if needed. If your income changes or your expenses go up or down, just recalculate your 3 buckets and keep going. It keeps things clear and makes sure you're covering all the bases. No more guessing where your money went or feeling guilty about spending. With the 50-30-20 rule, you have a plan that covers your needs, lets you enjoy your wants, and helps you build a better future, all at the same time. So, next payday, have a go. Take a few minutes to sit down with your numbers and see how the 50-30-20 rule fits your life. You might be surprised at how empowering it feels to know exactly where your money is going. And remember, it's okay to adjust as you go. Life changes, and your budget can change with it. Split your cash into needs, wants, and savings. Give every dollar a job, and watch how much more confident you feel about your finances. It's not about being perfect, it's about making progress, one step at a time. It's budgeting that actually fits your real life. No stress, just progress. The 50-30-20 rule is about making your money work for you, not the other way around. When you have a plan, you can spend with confidence, save for the future, and still enjoy the present. It's all about balance and finding what works for you.